Coming up this evening from the mining news, the Mine Workers Union of Zambia is concerned over intimidation silencing union leaders in the mining sector. And we also focus on FQM partners with Greenco and ZESCO to secure renewable power from Kariba North. All this and so much more coming up after these short messages.
I get my satisfaction from making sure we achieve high production, we have high availability on the plant. So I look after the whole site, starting from crushers all the way up to the concentrate shed where we store our concentrate. So my satisfaction comes from the fact that when the entire plant is working and we have high availability and producing high tonnages as required. Actually, to be very honest, it wasn't my passion to work in the mining industry. I remember when I went to study a bachelor's degree in electronics and telecoms, I acquired that from the University of Zambia, and if you see, it has really got nothing to do with the mining industry. So my passion was always to work for ZESCO, and later on, as I was job hunting, I came across a profile of First Quantum, and I was really interested in what First Quantum is all about, and I decided to apply for a job, and that's when I joined First Quantum in 2012.
Now, the Mine Workers Union of Zambia has expressed concern over the increasing fears among branch union leaders in the mining sector, warning that intimidation and threats of dismissal are preventing effective representation of workers. MUZ President Joseph Chewe said the union has observed a worrying trend where branch leaders are reluctant to address workers' grievances due to the fear of losing their jobs, weakening the collective voice of employees across many mining operations. He urged union representatives not to conceal challenges but to escalate serious matters to national leadership for proper intervention. Mr. Chewe, who reaffirmed MUZ's commitment to advocating for the protection of workers' rights, called on mining companies to respect the role of unions in promoting fair labor practices.
The Mine Workers Union of Zambia sounded the alarm over what it describes as a growing intimidation in the mining sector, an issue it says is weakening union representation on the ground. Union President Joseph Chewe says branch leaders in some mining companies have become hesitant to speak out due to fear of losing their jobs, undermining efforts to protect workers' rights and welfare.
Where is the leadership of moves? We receive phone calls on daily basis. Here I'm being repeated, and the leaders are not seen. Where are our communities? So I challenge you to get back that those people died for the sake of what we are today.
Mr. Chewe is urging branch officials not to keep grievances under wraps, but to escalate unresolved matters to the union's national leadership for timely intervention.
I invite everyone to refresh our commitment to the struggles that lie in our company where we are working. You are the eyes of the forefathers. So if you see your fellow worker being humiliated, where is the leadership of moves?
He warns that remaining silent only worsens conditions for miners, many of whom depend on union structures for representation and protection.
Also face difficulties related to occupational health and safety and housing, as well as unfair labor practices. The union has received reports of miners being subjected to poor working conditions, long working hours, and denial of benefits. These vices, comrades, we are the ones who need to uproot them.
As one of Zambia's most vital economic sectors, the mining industry employs thousands, but ensuring those workers are treated fairly remains a growing concern. Love Mosondash for Diamond News in Kitwe.
More from the mining news. First Quantum Minerals FQM has entered into a landmark agreement to secure clean and reliable electricity from the Kariba North Bank Extension energy plant, a move aimed at boosting Zambia's renewable energy capacity and enhancing industrial energy security. FQM Country Director Anthony Mukutuma said the agreement introduces an innovative partnership model that brings together public and private sector players. Developed by Kariba North Bank Extension Power Corporation, a subsidiary of state utility ZESCO, the KNBE project has secured commercial debt financing from Standard Bank Group and Stanbic Bank Zambia. The financing is underpinned by a 13-year power purchase agreement between KNBE and Greenco Power Services. Under a separate power supply agreement, Greenco will supply renewable electricity from the KNBE plant directly to FQM's mining operations. Let us now take a look at the mineral commodity prices.
Mining news sponsored by First Quantum Minerals Limited, operating Kansanshi Mining PLC, and FQM Trident Limited.
Now, from the mineral commodity prices, we do have 6 minerals closing off in a positive, and we start off with aluminium, which closed off with a positive with a closing price of $2,490. We have copper as well closing off with a closing price there of $9,599.50, closing off in a positive there. Closing off in a positive as well is zinc with the closing price of $2,705, as well as nickel closing off in a positive there with a closing price of $15,735. Lead closed off in a positive, the closing price of $1,989. We have tin as well closing off in a positive there with a closing price of $32,721. So that's what we have there for our mineral commodity prices. Overall, that's our mining news. We take a break. More is coming up.
Mining news sponsored by First Quantum Minerals Limited, operating Kansanshi Mining PLC, and FQM Trident Limited.